one of the few for this series today. Most of the stuff that I'm showing today is honestly stuff from Paul or Marcelo, and then a few of them are things that just I do a little bit differently. But it's, Marcelo Garcia gets a lot of rear naked chokes, a lot of guillotine, a lot of chokes. So you got to wonder, why is he getting so many chokes from the back? Because some people have a really hard time choking from the back. So A, why is he getting so many chokes? And B, obviously, if he is getting a lot of chokes, he's got some sort of system. So what is he doing systematically to get it to work? When Paul came, thankfully, Paul showed us like a really systematic way to do it. But this is something a little bit different. We're not going to do the chokes yet, but this is something I do a little bit differently to defend. So I'll try to move back and forth so everybody can see that. I'm sure you guys will get the gist. So sometimes people just freak out. They don't have like a systematic, they want to put their back on mat over here, right? And get away from my choking arm. But sometimes they just like freak and they just don't want to be on there. You don't want to have you on the back here. So in that process and getting, sometimes they'll like drive up towards your head, they'll drive their back up towards your head, and they'll try to go square like this. And what happens is they're trying to change the angle this way, right? Sometimes you can just suck them down and reset, but sometimes they're just getting really squirrely. So when they start to get really squirrely, one of the things that I'll do is, what I find at least, is sometimes when guys start to get really squirrely, they kind of forget about some of the appendages. Their goal is to just get out, right? So what I'll do is I'll take my left hand and I put it on the back of their shoulder and I brace it flat against the mat. So go ahead and try to put your back on the mat. Keep going. I just use it like as a flying buttress to block the movement. The tough thing about this is that you're giving up some control because you don't have both of them, right? So you got to be really active when you're choking him. So maybe he just does like a big drive up and over, and I missed my scissor, my butterfly scissor. Keep this here, I'm not threatening to choke, and then the other one braces the back of the shoulder, like this. And I bury my elbow into the mat, straight your back on that this. So it just literally is buttressing into his back on that. Is it going to help you choke him? No. Is it going to help you keep the back for a long time? No, because you're slowly losing the angle of the back. But it'll give you enough time that you might even just be able to grab him, like suck him back over, hip up and pull him back over, and then reset your wrist. So all I'm doing is, as he goes to kind of like big bridge and freak out, I can block his shoulder and bury my elbow in the mat. I'm just wanting you guys to try it a handful of times to get used to it. Don't take your second hand out, keep your hand in. In fact, if anything, start threatening to choke. Because you don't want the guy to realize, oh, he doesn't have two. And then if he jumps, boom, big high and changes the angle of your hand, right? He's going to beat your hand, and you're not going to have a great season on that. So last time we're here, right? I roll this way, and I'm trying to choke him. He goes all the way up and over, and I feel like I missed it, and he's like super square. Hand in the back of the shoulder, okay, against the mat, nice and square. Don't get too low. Don't get your hand too low and wrist lock yourself. The fat of your hand, the base of your palm, against the fat of the shoulder. So you can have a straight line, sort of a straight line, and block. And then as soon as you can, yank him back up and over. Maybe that gives you enough time just to put your hook in and lift and kick, and then regrip and work away. But just try that a few times to get used to kind of bracing the guy in a control position. And then we'll go to the next technique.